Hi guys, trust you're good, trust you're fine, trust you're doing well, trust you're having a nice weekend. I want to welcome us specially to today's live sections, and this is to let everyone watching right now that this will hold every weekend, same time, and this is solely about teaching you something that will help you on your journey of growth, your journey of excellence, your journey of development as a singer. This is to let you also know that this is applicable to any genre of music that you are into, any pattern of music you're singing, any choice of music you've chosen as a person, as a singer, as an artist. And today we're going to be talking about how to find your style as a singer. How to find your style as a singer. So briefly, I want to explain and let us know what is a style, or what is style in relating to singing or as an artist. Simple. I'm going to be explaining it with different examples, different illustrations, but stay with me as we go on this journey once again. So what is style? Style in itself is not imitation. Style in itself is identity expressed through sound. Don't forget, this is relating to singers, artists who have a niche they're already working on, or who don't even know what they're supposed to do to find their own style or to find their niche or something that people can know them for. All right, so style, like I said, is not imitation. Style is identity expressed through sound. Your singing style is a sum of the following I'm going to list, so please pay attention. Your singing style is a sum of your voice type; 2, your musical influences; 3, your cultural background; 4, your emotional expression; 5, your interpretation choices. I'll take that again. Your singing style is a sum of the following. Number 1, your voice type. Number 2, your musical influences. Number 3, your cultural background. Number 4, your emotional expression. Number 5, your interpretation choices, right? Style answers the question, if someone hears this voice, if someone hears me singing without seeing your face, what would they recognize, or who would they recognize it to be? If someone listens to you singing, if someone hears your sound, hears your song anywhere they are hearing it from, without seeing your face or without seeing the singer, would they recognize who it is? Basic. That's how to answer the question of style. That's how to answer the question of what you are currently working on, or where you are in your journey of finding yourself as a singer. So look at this from this angle. Style in music is like handwriting. Yeah. Style in music is like handwriting. Everyone writes the same alphabet, but two people cannot write the same way. It's the same thing musically. Everybody knows the notes. Everybody shares or sings the same notes, but everybody sounds differently. What does it mean? Same notes, different fingerprints. Simple. So style in itself explains how you interpret or how you present the notes that music already has. That's style in the context of singing. So there are 5 building blocks of vocal style, which I'm going to be explaining now on this class tonight. Thank you everyone who is tuning in. There's different voice types that I want to explain to us as you're watching right now. And number 1 is that every singer has a natural vocal color. Every singer has a natural vocal color. And the segments are in 5 sections. And I'm going to explain number 1. I'm going to list it and then explain it and give examples to people or to artists who are already doing that already. Number 1 is you have the light and the bright vocal color. Light stroke bright. Like in another word, bright. You have the dark and warm. That's number 2. Dark and warm. Number 2. Number 3, you have husky and the breathy. That's together, or breathy. Husky and breathy. Number 4, you have sharp or metallic. Sharp and metallic. And the last one, which is number 5, is smooth and rounded. Smooth and rounded. Case study, Beyonce. There are several attributes that Beyonce has in her music or in her voice that can help you put it into classification that I just listed for us right now. Once again, welcome to class if you're just tuning in. Case study, Beyonce. Number 1, Beyonce naturally sings powerfully, bright and agile. Naturally powerful, bright and agile. Number two, she has a large vocal range. A large vocal range. She can sing on different pitch, different octaves, different, like, I don't know the extent of the keys she can sing up to, but she has a large vocal range because she has songs that are really way low and songs that are mid-range and songs that are extremely high range, right? She has strong chest voice, very powerful. I call it strong chest voice dominance at this range. Very, very powerful. Really powerful. Really, really powerful. Now, Beyonce in herself, she didn't need to invent power. What did she do? She just leaned into it. She didn't need to struggle with power. She didn't need to find a way around the power. She just leaned into all of these attributes. So Beyonce's style comes from embracing strength, not hiding it. She knows the vocal capacity she has, and then she leaned into it by using that same style to create different types of music, different types of songs, different ranges of songs. So what lesson are you supposed to learn from this is very simple. Your style starts with what your voice already does easily. Your style starts from what your voice does already easily. I know there are several arguments around, yes, you can expand your range, you can train yourself to. That's fine. There's no problem with that. There's no argument with that. But you need to lean into what you already have to now begin to create or develop or fine tune what you want to become, but not going out of your league because you might be going to somewhere that is not your comfort zone. While I know that a lot of people say leave your comfort zone, sometimes leave your comfort zone also means that you are leaving your habitat where you should naturally shine. For instance, the comfort zone of a fish will probably be on a tree. I mean, the leaving your comfort zone for a fish will be that a fish is trying to leave the sea or the water to go on a tree. On a tree is not the comfort zone of a tree, but that's not its natural habitat as it is. So she, or the fish rather, will be malfunctioning in that place that's not its habitat. So this seeks to explain that if you don't pay attention to the conversation of already leaning into what you have, you might be trying to go into another habitat that is not yours. Imagine someone like Tim Godfrey, respect to the legend, trying to sound like Sumisola Agbebi or trying to sound like Beyonce. He has lost it already. That is not his habitat. So we need to understand the major clarification between leaving your comfort zone and leaving your habitat. So what you already have is something that you should find a way to fine tune or develop as it is. So check yourself inwardly. How do I sound? What do I sound like? A quick check onto how you can do that is very simple. Just pay attention to yourself when you record yourself. Listen to how you sound. Where do I belong? How do I sound like? If you cannot define how you sound like, who do I sound like? And like I said in the first line, that style is not imitation, right? Style is not imitation. Style is finding the thing that gives you power or that gives you more expression, and they begin to fine tune it so that when anybody listens to you without even looking at who is singing, they can tell what your voice is or who is singing as it is. All right. So, like I explained before to us, that style is not imitation. There are several other things I want to also show us. But don't forget, the takeaway from this particular first part of the lecture is that your style starts with what your voice already does easily. Finding your style starts with what your voice already does easily. This is not about laziness. This is not about being lackadaisical or not wanting to improve. No. But it starts from what your voice does easily. All right. By the end of this class, there are 5 things we should have been able to learn by the end of this particular class. And I'm going to put it on the screen now for you to also look at it yourself and pay attention to. So this is the lecture objective that we have for today. Number 1, by the end of today's class, there are 4 things rather that you ought to have paid attention to and understand very well. Number 1, understand what vocal style truly means. Number 2, identify the components that shapes a singer's unique sound. Number 3, analyze how successful artists found their styles. And number 4, begin discovering and refining their own vocal identity. Begin to discover and to refine your own vocal identity. So the aim of this lecture is highlighted on the screen for you to pay attention to. So let's move on to the B part of the lecture that explains musical and cultural influences. Musical and cultural influences. The way you sing is the way you listen. You sing the way you listen. I'll take that again. You sing the way you listen. Your accent, your rhythm, your phrasing, your tone comes from, number 1, gospel, Afro, R&B, pop, jazz, classical, indigenous, or church music. So whatever you sound like currently is an influence of all of this type of music or genre of music that I've explained again. So I said before, you sing the way you listen. So these are the elements that contribute to it. Your accent, your reading, your phrasing, and your tone comes from the following: gospel, Afrobeat, R&B, pop, jazz, classical music, indigenous or church music. There's a case study I want us to look at in this section, and the case study is Sinach. Who is Sinach? What type of music does she do? Right? So Sinach does heavy gospel and worship influence. Is literally written all over our music. Heavy gospel and worship influence. Number 2, simple melodies. Really, really simple melodies. Number 3, deep spiritual conviction. She sings from conviction. Let me not preempt myself because we're still going there. Number 4 is minimal vocal gymnastics. Sinach sings as simple as easy as she may sound. Simple, easy, clear, very crisp. In fact, there are lots of things you would have thought that she would input into her music, but she leaned into what she already has, and that's one of the elements that can help you find your style as a person. Okay? Sinach does not oversing. She prioritizes the message over performance. She prioritizes what she has to deliver over the performance that she has to give. So what lesson are we supposed to take from this B part? Is that your style comes or is formed through your belief, culture, and the sound intersect. I'll take that again. Your style comes from belief, your culture, and your sound intersect. Your sound intersect would mean that what you listen to, the thing that had influenced your musical knowledge, that has influenced your musical tastes, what you listen to from time to time. That's the lesson. So how do you now move away from this or to find yourself learning better? Is that you need to deliberately start to listen to music that will help you, that will help inform you musically, make you evolve with dexterity, make you evolve with a lot of skill and richness of sound. So your bank of music is important. What you listen to, your playlist. As a singer who is on a journey, who is on a growth development journey, you are not supposed to listen to every type of music. While it's good to explore and to look at how where you can enjoy new sounds and all of those things, find it easy to align yourself with the things, this type of sounds that can help you evolve or learn better as a singer. How can I learn to speak like you before I go to singing like you? SOS Jim, I'll talk to you later. Oh, all right. So we are going to the C part of the lecture, and it talks about phrasing and melody interpretation. Phrasing and melody interpretation. I will use a very clear example, or a analogy to explain this, and this is in two ways. Number one is that two singers can sing the same song, but one sounds unforgettable. Two singers can sing the same song. They can present the same song to you. Thank you, sir. They can present, I want to say learning so much, boss. Well done. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you too. Say two singers can sing the same song, but one sounds unforgettable. What is the difference? This is where style comes in. Style shows in where you breathe, number one, how long you hold your notes, number two, whether you bend your notes or you don't bend it, number three, how you start and end your phrases. These are really important. Those four things, I'll take them again. Your style shows in the following: where you breathe. Where you breathe could mean in between the songs, in between the song. Like, so let's say there's a verse of like 12 words and they have been broken into 4 sections. You can break 12 words. Let's say you break 12 words into, that's the 12, or let's say 3. You come in like 4 times, 4 words, 4 words, then 3 words. 4 words, 4 words, 3 words. In between the breaking, do you breathe before you start? Are you able to sing the first 4 words or the next 4 words? Or can you project a note and sing the entire verse in just one line? That's why I say a lot of singers that there's no way you can sing very well without paying attention to taking breath exercises. No singer can escape learning how to breathe properly. You cannot escape it. Why? Because this is the bedrock of how you push your notes, how you project your notes, the strength you have to sing your notes. You cannot but find it as important or expedient not to take breath exercises and you intend to sound well. You cannot sound well. So don't forget what I said before, that your style shows in the following. Number one, where you breathe. Is it in between? Is it at the end? Number two, how long you hold your notes. Number three, whether you bend your notes or not. A lot of singers can sing with slurs. They can sing with some twist of adding additional notes or some ghost notes in between. And how you start and you end your phrases, very important. Who is the case study for this particular one? Wizkid, Starboy. How does Wizkid project or does his music? Simple. Relaxed phrasing, that's number one. Conversational singing, that's number two. Minimal vocal strain, that's number three. Melodies feel broken, spoken, and not forced. The key thing to pay attention to in this pattern of singing is, number one, again, relaxed phrasing. It doesn't force anything. It doesn't force anything. Conversational singing, like he's talking. So it takes its time on the rhythm, on the melodies rather, and pays attention to picking the notes one by one. Very minimal vocal strain, not doing too much. His melodies feel spoken and not forced. All right. So stay with me. Wizkid does not shout. What he does is that he floats on the music. He floats on the beat. effortless. It floats on it. It stays on it, line to line, like a bird in the sky, just moving on the music. That's how he does his singing. What lesson are you taking away from this C part? It's simple. Style is not about adding more. Style is doing less, but better. I'll take that again. Style is not about adding more to your music. Style is about doing less, but better. All right. Stay with me. This is the deep part, and I want you to pay attention to more. Technique is beautiful, but delivery is more important than technique. How you deliver what you deliver. So the B part of the D part of this lecture talks about emotional delivery and authenticity. Emotional delivery and authenticity. What is this? How do we approach this? What do you mean by this? Simple. Technique impresses. Emotion connects. Your technique will impress people. Your skills, your riffs, your runs, your additional glides, the blends, the bends rather, the phrasings, how you introduce your skills into the music, how you decide to slow your notes. Beautiful. It will impress a lot of people. But what connects people is the motion. The motion you are trying to sell, the emotion you are projecting to people is what connects the people. Which brings that your life experiences shapes your sound. Do not forget, your own life experiences will always shape your sound. You know why? It is your story. It is something nobody can take away from you. You practically experienced it yourself. So what are you bringing out for this is that's the way that will help you project your music with emotions. So your life experiences shape your sound, which could be your pain, the stories that you have had in your life, your joy, your faith, your love, your struggle, everything that you have experienced all together can literally help you change or inform how you project your style. Who is our case study for this? Tiwa Savage. Beautiful Nigerian singer. What does she do? Simple. Tiwa connects with her music with a lot of emotion. Number one, she's her emotional vulnerability is top notch. She doesn't mind to sound emotional. In fact, that is how she sells her music. Number two, her sensual phrasing. Sensual phrasing is something that Tiwa uses a lot. Deliberately, she leans into it. Number three is that her tone is called expressive tone. She deliberately prolongs her notes, prolongs her words, bend the notes. And the last part, strong storytelling. Strong storytelling is one of the things that Tiwa also uses to achieve this. So Tiwa sings through emotion and not around it. She projects what she sings through the emotions that she projects. So what lesson are you taking away from this? It's simple. Your style deepens when you allow truth into your voice. Your style deepens when you allow truth into your voice. What's your truth? Your experience. The stories that are shaping your life, how you see things, the pain, the love, the struggles, the joy you have had, everything put together. So shapes your style. So your style deepens when you allow truth into your voice. Stay with me. The last path we're going to experiment looking at is called image, brand, and musical direction. Image, brand, and musical direction. Style is not just vocal. No. Style is presentation. Style is not just vocal. It's not just something that has to do with your voice alone. Overall in itself is how you present what you are presenting. Your style is determined by how you project what you are presenting. That's why I said your style is not just vocal, your style is presentation. So this includes, number one, your song choices. Number two, genre consistency. So your song choices, what type of songs do you want to sing? I was explaining to somebody last month over how some Nigerian artists have been able to define their sound to the point of they know who they are singing to and what they are singing for. Classic example, Flavor Tonight. What does Flavor do? Flavor sings to only rich people or people that want to be rich. Also sings for women. And that is deliberate. In case you don't know, these guys knows exactly how or why they are doing what they are doing. So his song choices are usually around either singing for Igbo rich men or singing for women to enjoy their lives. Basics. It's as simple as that. That's all. So that's a song choice pattern. Genre consistency. What type of genre of music do you want to be singing? Is it Afro? Is it R&B? Is it rock and roll? Is it jazz? Is it blues? They are so being consistent with your genre of music also helps us or helps you present your style, and people already find it easy to find you. Number three is what we call visual identity. When they see you or when they talk about you, what comes to your mind? What comes to people's mind, rather? People that follow you, people that listen to your music, what comes to your mind? Don't say I sing in church. I don't need to have a dressing pattern. You need to have a dressing pattern. You need to define what you want to look like, the image you are selling to people. This is what is called visual representation, visual identity. Then the last one, which is number 4, is stage presence. When you are on stage, what do people feel? When you are presenting your song, what do people see? How do they perceive that atmosphere? What do they see? What are the things that really helps them connect to you? This part of what is called stage presence. So look at this case study, like we have been explaining before. And this case study talks about Beyonce versus Sinach. What do we know Beyonce for? Simple. Beyonce is performance-driven global pop icon. What do we know Sinach for? Ministry-driven, worship-focused. So that's why I said your style is not just vocal, it's your representation. What do you present? What are you representing? Very important. They are both successful singers, different definitions of purpose. Easy, simple. So what lesson are you taking away from this section? It's simple. Your style must match your calling and not trends. Your style must match your calling and not trends. So if you're going to be singing for the homeless, the people that needs love, there's a way you should present yourself and you should be consistent with that image. This is called visual identity. So I'll take that again. Different definitions of purpose. Both are successful, but what differentiates them is what they stand to represent. Now, this is the part I want to be more expressive about. And this is the part that talks about how great artists found their style. How great artists were able to find their styles. So all the case study we have is still what we're going to be using. So stay with me as we proceed. Beyonce, number 1. How did Beyonce find her own style, or how was she able to find her style? Very simple. Through refinement and not reinvention. She didn't plan to reinvent herself, but she refined herself. You can get better with the music that you are presenting. You can get better with the music you are presenting. This is how Beyonce was able to find herself. Her style is simple. She didn't reinvent something new from the sound that she has. What she did was she refined herself. Beyonce up to date has a music or a vocal teacher, which is simple. Deliberately learning consistently, deliberately looking out for what she's not doing right, what she's supposed to add to what she's doing, what she's supposed to improve on, how she's supposed to touch a nerve, touch an emotion that she intends to pass across to people or use to pass across a message to people. So Beyonce did not reinvent herself. She only refined her sound. How did she do it? She studied other people. For instance, she studied Tina Turner, Whitney Houston. What did she do again? She kept her vocal strength. She didn't try to be someone else. What did she do again? Number 3, she improved control and artistry over time. Control is important. Control over the emotion you are trying to let people feel when you are singing a particular song. She improved the control, and then her artistry over time was able to evolve from time to time. The lesson from this, Beyonce did not abandon her voice. She only polished her voice. Stay with me. To Sinach, what did Sinach do? Easy. Conviction over competition. She's in a lane of herself. She knows why she's called out and what she's called out for, and she's staying true to it. Her conviction has been consistent over the years. Sinach did not chase vocal theatrics. She's only focused on songwriting and congregational singability. I'll take that again. She did not chase vocal theatrics. She's focused on songwriting and congregational singability. When people listen to this song and they want to sing it, is it easy for them to reproduce instantly or almost in few moments? The last thing, what was the last thing that she did to find her style? Her voice serves the song. She writes songs in her own range, not out of her league, not out of her habitat, just in her own range, emotional enough to let people connect. And she projects effortlessly doing that. So I said again that her style flows from purpose clarity. Sinach's style flows from the clarity of the purpose, the conviction that she has. And that's how everyone was able to find her or know her, that this is what this person is about. That's one of the things about style. The next case study we have is Tiwa Savage. I tag it here as fusion and fearlessness. Fusion and fearlessness. She combines 3 genres together. Number 1, she combines Afrobeat, R&B, and pop. She embraces emotional openness. Tiwa never sings without conveying a particular emotion. Even when she has to sing about chopping money, she's emotional about it for you to know that, well, I'm just a girl. I just want to enjoy my life. So every song she sings carries an emotion that makes people connect. Fast people connect more with emotions and not your dexterity. Why your dexterity will attract people, it will impress people, is the emotion that you carry or that you share with them that will make the music that you are presenting stay with them. So you should not sing without an emotion you have in mind you want to consistently pass across to people. I have other examples to use, but because of the context of what we are learning tonight, I will just stay on the examples that we have. So for Tiwa Savage, she uses tone and phrasing intentionally. She knows when to do the glide. She knows when to twist. She knows when to bend her notes. She knows when to effortlessly leave space for the music to breathe. She's very intentional with how she uses her tone and her phrasing. So your style grows when you allow multiple influences to coexist. That's one of the case stories that Tiwa has put into her music. She allows multiple influences to coexist in her music. Three genre of music put together is called a fusion. She combines Afrobeat, she combines R&B, and she combines pop. And that's how she's been able to effectively communicate with that type of music. Our last case study, but not the least, Wizkid, Starboy. Comfort creates cool, simple, easy music. Some of my guys will call it Jaye music. Number one, it never strains. It's deliberate. Sings within his sweet spot. What feels cool to him? What feels easy to him? What feels in his zone, in his habitat to him? He built identity around vibe, not volume. Wizkid is never chasing any trend, never chasing what is reigning, and he creates his own music. And over time, people have leaned into that style of music, and the people that music relates to has found him. In fact, they are called Wizkid FC. Do I belong there? After the class, you can ask me directly. Oh, so what do we learn from Wizkid is simple. Confidence in limitation is a powerful style decision. I'll take that again. Confidence in limitation is a powerful style decision. That may be a little confusing, but let me break it down for you. What does it mean? UP, I see you. Confidence in limitation. So once you know the limitation you have, what is supposed to create for you is how to decide what style you want to sing on. How does my voice sound? Do I have a voice like that of Beyonce? No. So that is what this part seeks to explain, that the confidence you have in the limitation you have is a powerful style decision. Once you know your range, Burna didn't have to sound like Wizkid. Burna does not have a high range or a smooth voice like Wizkid, but he found his own limitation and he decided the style he wants to sit on. Very easy. So that's why I put that last line there, saying that confidence in limitation. Okay, I know where I belong. I know where I stand. I know my capacity. Let it help you design or define or make a decision concerning your style. Simple. So, second to the last part that we're going to tonight is practical exercises for students. People ask me oftentimes that when you teach us like this, give us examples, give us something that we can go work on. And this is one of the things that I've listed out in this section. Very simple. So I call it practical exercises for students, for singers, for artists who want to find their style, stick to their style and develop their style and refine their style. Number one exercise you should do is called voice discovery. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm going to be asking you direct questions right now if you're watching this. Is that which note feels easiest for you? Which notes in music? Check it yourself. Which one feels easiest? Number one. Number two, where does my voice naturally sit? What range? That means what range? Is it low range? Is it mid range? Is it high range? Do this question asking by yourself. And number four, do I strain to sound big? Do I force my voice beyond the capacity I currently have to sound big? These are the questions you're supposed to ask yourself to put yourself in your style, in your zone, your style zone. Then you can begin to decide, okay, this is my limitation. This is what I have. How do I now work around this? I've listened to very fantastic type of music, and I'll be like, how did this person decide that this range was fantastic for the music? Also lean into writing songs. This is not to say uh, collecting songs from people is not good. No. But sometimes when you write songs or try to write songs, what you see is that you write songs in your range. You write your songs in your own limitation. I can't write a song and I want to sound like Beyonce in my own song. No way. So the goal for this exercise is to identify your natural comfort zone. What feels or comes easy to me? Simple. Exercise 2 that I want you to also do, and if you do it, please feel free to send me your assignments and I will mark it for you. All right. Exercise number 2 is influence mapping. Influence mapping. That is very simple, but I want to take time to explain it to you. It's called influence mapping. So you need to write this down. Write out 5 singers that you love. What exactly do you admire about those artists? That's number 2. The tone, is it the runs or the calmness? That's exercise number 2. Write down 5 singers that you love. Number 2, under that exercise number 2, what exactly do you admire about this artist? Is it the tone, the way they sound? Is it the runs, that means the display of techniques in between their music, or is it the calmness in their voice? What is the goal of this exercise? Simple. The goal is to separate inspiration from imitation. You may want to start to sound like them. No. You must be able to separate what inspires you from trying to imitate someone else. That's the goal of this exercise. And exercise number 3 is called song tripping. Song tripping. What is song tripping? So how do you achieve this? It's simple. Sing a song without runs, without volume, but number 3, with only emotion. So you pick a song, don't do any riffs and runs, don't be loud, and sing it with only emotion. Emotion is in different forms. What type of emotion do you want to pass? Is it a joyful emotion? Is it an angry emotion? Is it an heartbreak emotion? Is it a love feeling emotion? Are you enjoying something at the moment? Find a way to convey that song like that. So you sing the song in that emotion that you want to convey. What is the goal of this exercise? Very simple. Is to discover your own emotional identity. Pick a song, any song. Do it without riffs, runs, without volume, and with only emotion. What is the goal of this? Is to discover your own emotional identity. What do you lean into the most? Somebody said Burna is an angry singer. He's an aggressive person. And I totally agree. Why I don't agree with the choice of word? What the person is trying to say is that it doesn't come soft. It comes hard. But the truth is that there are songs that he has sung too that are love songs or songs that talks about a lot of things. But you understand that what the person is trying to say is that the emotion it conveys is from a place of power. You can feel a lot of energy with Burna's voice. That's probably the FC I belong to, but so many people don't know. Interesting. Yeah, you just heard it. Yeah. Final thoughts. Style is received and not forced. Style is received and it's not forced. Yes. Stay with me. There's a scripture in the Holy Book that says that, what do you have that you did not receive? That scripture is in the Bible. What did you have, or what do you have rather, that you did not receive? It means that, is there anything you currently have that was not given to you by the Almighty? Simple. That reemphasizes that statement. Style is received and not forced. So I want you to know something before we close for tonight, is that your voice is a gift. not a competition weapon, not something to start to find a way to compare yourself with to others with. No way. That's not what your voice is for. Your voice is a gift and not a competition weapon. So don't chase another person's sound. That's number one. Number two, don't rush your own discovery. So I encourage artists a lot of times. I say, don't record because you have a song alone to drop. No. Record from time to time. You may not have what it takes to put that in place, but find a way to maybe have a friend that you can go. What it will do for you is that the more you record, the more you know how to record. The more you sing in the studio with studio microphone, the more you are used to singing. So in that process, you are finding yourself. So that's why I say don't rush your discovery. Take time on it. Take time. Don't rush your growth in trying to find your style. Take time on it. You can see a lot of artists that probably are under management or have a record label. Sometimes they go on recording sprees of like recording for like let's say 50 songs in 3 months. What does that tell you? They are trying to find their voice. They are trying to so don't record because you have a project. And that's why I tell singers, if you only sing because you have a recording, you're not a singer. There's a statement that I usually say to people that I teach. I say, inspired people are not silent people. Inspired people don't stay quiet. A rapper will always want to rap. A singer would always sing. An artist will always draw. Somebody that loves driving will always drive. So if you are inspired, really and truly, you cannot not be recording or not singing. An entire month and there's no song coming from you. You're not trying to do another person's song like a cover. You're not trying to, no tune is coming. You're not a singer, you're not inspired. That's one of the things I like to say to people every time I finish my video is stay inspired. Don't let your inspiration die. All right. So this adds to how you end up finding yourself. Don't rush your discovery. It's a journey. Number three, don't silence your uniqueness. And I say that to you listening to me at this time is that it is easy because of comparison to want to think that you don't sound better or you don't sound nice. Maybe you have not found where your voice sits very well. It could be for Akbala music. It could be for Fuji. Whoever told some singers I will listen to today that they can sing, those people they are geniuses. I'll be like, who told somebody like Portable that he can sing? And as we have it, Portable sings. Who told somebody like Minister Dunsin Oyekan that he can sing? But he has more records than those that can sing, that you call that can sing. So what did they lean into? They lean into their uniqueness. That's why I said, do not silence your voice, your own uniqueness rather. So I'm closing on this note to say that your style emerges when your technique meets your truth. I'll take that again. Your unique style emerges when the technique you understand about music meets the truth that you carry. What's your truth? Your limitation. The range of your voice. What is your technique? How you project, how you present. Those are the things that will really help you to find your style. And I hope that you are able to do so effectively over time as you begin your journey of self-discovery in your own way for your own sound. So I leave you with this to say, when you stop trying to sound like everyone else, your real voice finally shows up. I'll take that again. When you stop trying to sound like everyone else, your real voice starts to show up. And we have come to the end of today's class. And it's with joy in my heart, I'm wishing you a happy and a blessed weekend. I can take questions at this time if you have any, and peradventure you watch this video after this live section and you have anything to ask. Either you want to ask in the comment section or in the DMs. I'm always available to answer your questions. Any question from anyone? Any question from anyone? Any question from anyone at this time? Any question from anyone at this time? In the absence of no question, I think someone wants to join the live. And who is that? Oh, Temitope. Absence of no question, this online training, online classes would always hold every weekend by this time. Thank you, UP. I celebrate you, brother. Every weekend, we're going to be having this section like this from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. We'll review topics every week, whichever one sits well with you. We have a community on WhatsApp where you can join and tune into to listen to read live updates that we share from time to time. In case you want to become a part of the community, just drop a comment, just drop interested in the comment section, and we'll find a way to get the link across to you to receive updates from us from time to time. The platform is Sound Sapphire, shaping sounds and inspiring passion. And I remain your teacher, your coach, your brother, your friend, Shile Okeshino. Till I speak to you again. Okay, Upelija says is interested. Okay, the link will be shared to you directly. Till I speak to you again next week or anytime you see my face or you hear my voice, stay inspired. Bye, everyone. Bye.